Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Famicom Dojo, live, where this week we're going to play... Every time. We're going to play Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, but not either of these versions. No, we have a special enhanced version made by someone who I'm sure deeply loves each version of this game. Before you go anywhere, listen. This is such a good enhancement. It's like extra level DLC. It's like if they gave the game one more pass. It's like a master quest. It does what I feel like a remake of Zelda 2 should do, which is not to throw away everything and start over because people don't like certain elements. No, you take its strengths and you build upon them. And that's exactly what Hoverbat did here. So the existing mechanics are the same. Everything is basically the same. There's some quality of life improvements, but there's also extra things, which I think for the most part you don't need to finish the game. But I will say that it's quick becoming my favorite version. You'll see why in a minute. I also have a bit of a problem, which is, well, why don't we just get into it and then we can talk about it when I'm in there. Shame. I wait for it to load up because Game Maker Studio takes a moment. All right, here we are. So I can't hear anything. Here, I'm gonna put headphones in so I can hear. Before I've been like piping the sound through to my TV over here because I'm using the laptop for this since it's a PC game. But that caused the audio to bomb out last week, and I think hurt the video's chances of being seen by lots of people as I struggled to somewhat like this, struggled to make everything work properly. So let's just... Anything? Can you hear anything? Is the game not coming through right now? Good Lord. Hilarious. No, okay. So it's just me who can't hear it. That's so weird. All right. I'm going to share this. Hello, everyone. Why am I a chicken? Vinnk? Vinnk? Vinnk. Watch this. Watch this. You will learn the greatness of the chicken. All right. Sorry. I gotta share with the Discord that we're live here. I will tell you why Link is a chicken, because this game is great. That is why Link is a chicken. This game took the fairy spell and did something wonderful with it, which I can't say enough about. Am I okay not hearing the game? Like, am I just gonna have to accept that I'm not gonna hear it? Because it feels like if I try to make this audible to me, it's going to make it not audible to you, which has happened in the past. Well, it says this is my output device. How very confusing. All right, let me, here we are again. Technical, we're better taped, as Vinnk will tell you. We're doing the pecan Kringle Stout tonight. Now I can hear it just fine. How frustrating. get into it. So I'm playing this also with an Xbox 360 controller, because it's the only one that I have that'll work with Game Maker Studio and is compatible with my PC. And you'll see here on this screen that I have beaten this game already, and I'm on to the second quest. So I already know everything that's going to happen from here on out, basically for as long as we stream this. And I feel bad because it seems like you're going to be robbed of my honest reaction to things, so I'm going to make a deal with you guys. I'm going to try and faithfully recreate those honest reactions, and you're going to try and believe them. Okay. I don't want to lie and fake it. Like, I felt like I was on the cusp of that last week, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't lie about it. So, where we left off was we just gotten the fairy spell. So if you missed that, go back to the last stream and watch that. But we're all healed up, and you can see the effects right now. But suffice to say, the wizard casts fairy on you. You turn into a chick and he says, "Oh no, it happened again," and disappears. But then you get a chance to use the chicken power the way it was meant to, and then we'll just have to show you what's going on here. So if you think that the chicken, like, oh, when am I going to get the real fairy spell? That's the wrong way to think about this, my friends. No, this game has been changed to allow the chicken to be the thing that you use in lieu of the fairy spell. So no, you can't warp through keyholes anymore, but you don't really need to. I don't really want to either. Betty's here, hello. Matcha's here. Yes, Dilios of Sparta is here. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Vinnk, I'm sorry. We'll watch the stream later, buddy. Dang it. Play this on your own too. I think this works on Mac. I don't know. Does it? All right, here we go. Oh god, it tickles me every time. It's just so, and like the jump mechanics are the same, right? His little wings flap, or like, is it a tail? Yeah, it's his wings and his feathery tail. You hold A to float down gracefully and majestically, just like a chicken would. It just brings the whole Link versus Cuckoo thing full circle. But there's allegedly more to this than you find in the first quest, which is just mwah! I haven't gotten to it myself. I can't confirm this. But hold on a second. My chat window is gone. There we go. Yeah, his little feet. Hello, Nabarski. Good to see you. Okay. Let's do it. So I think today what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this island palace here. Ow. That's rude. Touching on the hero of the game. We're gonna go through the island palace here, and then we're gonna go back and get things that are unique to this remake that we didn't really deal with. I realized that we didn't do a whole lot of that last time, so I really want to highlight some of the new things. And there are new things in this palace, not a lot, but enough to, I think, will hopefully pique your interest. Now, I've mentioned before that the way you enter towns and palaces is very carefully curated, so that if you come from the top or from the left, that you enter the palace that way. If you're coming from the right or the bottom, you enter from that way. And that's really helpful in towns where it's like you don't have to walk one way through it all the way to get to all the things there. You can come in from the left. For the most part, the palaces follow that, and as you noticed on the overworld map here, the right and bottom entrances were not fully available to me. So, womp womp, it's okay. I didn't notice it before, but I think he also, Hoverbat, the guy who made this, also changed the sprites. So like the Famicom Disk System versions of the sprites are one way. The NES versions are another way. And this is mostly like that, but he cleaned them up a lot, I think, and they look a lot better. Also, the little tracks on the elevators here are unnecessary, but I think interesting and nice touch. Yeah, let's just keep rolling, shall we? If you have any questions about what you're seeing, please don't hesitate to ask. I don't want to like repeat myself for things you might already know, or just like want to go back and watch the other streams for clarification. Little chains are new. That's nice. You mentioned this little trick where you can oh, without doing the down stab. There we go. And get those guys. That works in everything. But let's go. Let's do this. All right. Ah. Maybe not. Although I had the down stab. A little precarious here, but I love getting these guys. I just, bane of my existence. It's so satisfying. Like, you play this game normally, it's so satisfying to finally get the down stab and like get those guys. They're a pain in your tuchus before that. Oh, ow. Alright, we're gonna heal up. Well, something you might like, I can go into here, and oh, there's a map. Look at that. As you can guess, this will come in very handy in certain, not just these palaces. There's also items, quest items in here. Will come in very handy later on in the game. And you believe me that Hoverbat thought of that when he ported this. My understanding is he imported the game's ROM initially. And so everything is like all the physics and the tiles and everything is faithful to the original game, and then he just kind of went from there, which I feel like is the right way to do it, especially if you want to do the least amount of work possible. Yeah. But also, like, philosophically, I feel like this game doesn't need to be redone from the ground up. On the other hand, if they do something like they did with Link's Awakening, they might want to, might have to. I hope this urges Nintendo to consider Zelda 2 for a proper remake, because it's the only one that hasn't had one at all. Ooh, woo, dead. Weak sauce, okay. I'm trying to get this guy for the experience. So you notice I have 4 lives now. I had 5 before, and you have my little Link dolls here. So you get 3 normally, and the Link dolls gave me 2 more. Those guys are permanent. They will be there every time I game over. I will get 5 lives. So that's an improvement, I think, to the life system. Whereas in the original, you only got a life one time, and you can only use it the one time, and then that was it. So I'll fight this guy the regular way. How many? Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 4, and I need to get, yeah, 4. I need to get, my next level up is the attack power. Helpfully upgraded in the HUD by the sword next to my experience points. Just waiting for this guy to jump down so I can stab him. Come on, buddy. Oh, alright, well, we're gonna do it that way, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to have to use the jump spell if I don't need to. There we go. Okay. Let's see, can I make it all the way across without? Yes! Haha! Okay. Come this way. Come hither. Okay. Ooh. 4. There we are again. So there's little touches you can see here, like there's some sprites overlaying Link's feet here. Not sure if that was possible in the NES. Like the clouds in the background probably weren't either. Like there are a lot of things that are certainly modern touches, but as I said before, I feel like are reminiscent of what Shovel Knight tried to do. Like, you know, keep the aesthetic, but and try and stay as true to the physics and presentation as possible, but like don't let it constrain you too much. Because I think the NES has 54 colors, and Shovel Knight added 2 more because it was just they just needed that little extra bit. Now I don't think that this pea bag is possible to get. Oh, ow. Look at this. So there's no up thrust, right? I guess you can get it if you don't beat the palace. You get the raft, go across the water, get the up thrust. and then come back and get it. It seems like a lot of work for points that you probably just can do without. Because in the original game, if you get the in the original game, if you get the item and defeat the boss, then the palace turns to stone. I haven't seen any of the palaces do that yet. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I've met those criteria amongst a few others that we'll see in a minute what they are, but I don't think that they do in this version, which is fine. Like, there's no reason to not let you trace your footsteps again, really. But this game also kind of encourages it, and you'll see why very soon, I hope. That's why I went this way. There we go. Yes. Anything over here? Is it over here? No. Okay. Well, we'll come back for that. We don't need that yet. The other, thank God I can finally do this moment from the down thrust is this guy. Like, it's possible to get him before this, but the fact it's so low effort now, even though it takes a lot of hits still at this level, so satisfying. And they're worth a decent amount of points. Alexa's here, hello. All right, new area. Yeah, what's this guy? I've gotten one so far, so if you saw last week, I got him. If you didn't know how to get to him, you might have just like saw it and then passed it by. That might have been the first one you've seen. This is possibly if you played this game straight through, the first one you might actually end up getting. It's the easiest to access. And it's the first one you see in a palace, but it's not the first one that's in a palace, if that makes sense. The other one is a little hidden. You guys run over those single tile gaps too, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. There we go, just like so. No, might as well. Don't mind if I do. Ow. What's the point of that? Criminy. Alright, well. Yee! Okay. I saw an early version of this, Vine Sauce, I think, did a stream on like a prototype version of this game where there was a chicken hole that way. Now, it makes sense for me to do, or for me, it makes sense to me to do because you just got the fairy power. Ooh. Oh, is that what that's for? Okay, I just put something together, some thought together just now. Okay, I still have enough for fairy. I'm not going to try and use any magic, which is going to be hard because I'm going to be fighting this guy here. We'll take 6 hits, I think. Oh boy. If I die though, what's the point? Alright. I'm gonna have to heal. Oh, I can't heal. Alright, we'll just have to die then. Maybe, potentially. Or I could not stink at this game. And... Oh! I played this earlier, just for funsies, and like, I don't remember that giant flying eyeball being there and coming back so often. Like, it was the one pass through. There we go. And he didn't bother me after that, so I don't know what's going on here. Alright, we're gonna do some protect. Ow. Best not. Oh, for the love of Pete. Alright. Alright. And they have to not be fancy and just do this the old-fashioned way, you know? Because it's not working for me. Oh. I'm not timing these well. if you get too close to him, he stabs you anyway. How many hits was that? I can't count. All right, attack's gonna go up finally. Yeah, I really want that. I was gonna do it. All right, I got the raft, but look to the left a little bit. I definitely missed this the first time through. And even if you didn't miss it, you might be kind of hosed because you don't have enough magic to do it. But there is a little space down here, which you can't get through unless you're a chicken. Oh yeah. If this is your first time seeing this, another change Hoverbat made was to make the life containers and magic containers broken up into 3 pieces, kind of like later Zelda games. Did they have heart pieces in the first Zelda game? I don't remember if they did. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, so now you need 3 of them. But the good news is that it's a little more effort, which is also why I think this is kind of like a New Game Plus type deal, or like a Master Quest kind of thing, because it does make it more difficult, especially because you only start with 3 containers each instead of 4 like the original game. You can get up to 9, actually, so there's a little bit of a bonus in that, but it is more work. There are more interesting, inventive ways of getting them. But especially going through the first palace. Oops, I meant to fall through that hole. There are more inventive ways of doing it, but if you go through the first palace, you can get the same amount of stuff you would by the time you're done, if you're like paying attention and know where to look. Oh yeah. I was a little worried I'd lose momentum and not be tall enough to defeat that guy, but yeah, the way to get that bot, that yellow bot, that Goron head, it looks something like a Goron head to me if you look at the picture here, like a little Goron baby, little naked Goron baby. I don't know. Okay. It's Satoshi. Hello. Hold on, I gotta see what you guys are saying in here. Would I be interested in buying a ColecoVision and a bunch of games? I have a ColecoVision, so no thank you. I think you asked me earlier if I had a ColecoVision or not, and I said yeah, I do have one. It just it's wild. It's a little fussy. Alright. Oh, this guy again. Alright. Why not? What's 50 points between friends? How much do I need? How much do I need that little sliver of life? Not much. I'm not going to sit here and farm that either. Now that I got through that part, I'm not too concerned about getting through. Although, I could fall into any of these pits at any moment. Another reason why having the extra lives helps, because this game can be very frustrating with some of these well-timed collisions, shall we say, that the game thrusts upon you. And this helps to mitigate that somewhat. Did I really come down from there? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's just been that long, I already forgot. Ow. I really hate these, like, friggin' panther heads. Are these panthers to you? What would you guys say these are? They're like gargoyles, really. Like they're flying gargoyle heads, but they look like... Guessing going down is the last thing I'm going to have to do, so I'm going to keep rolling through here. We already got our items, so I can't imagine what will be over here except for another key. I think there's a key here. Yeah, there it is. I'm definitely going to need it too, so here we go. Oh, I really don't like going sideways through this. These enemies are just relentless. So I mentioned earlier, excuse me, there's a lot of stuff. There's an extra second row of items. And I really feel like those items are optional, but having played through the Great Palace, I'm not so sure. I don't know how much of a problem it would have been. Oh, I do have to go this way because I can't upstab. Frustrating. It was tough, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't say it didn't work. I said that my copy of Donkey Kong doesn't work. I'd rather get mine fixed than buy a whole new one, if that's the problem. Other games work fine, but I bought another copy of Donkey Kong. That I haven't tested yet. Alright. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. There we go. Might as well heal now. Ugh. I'm gonna level up by defeating the boss, so there's really no reason to fight these guys just for the XP. Ugh, I really also don't want to use jump. I can't use jump. I don't have enough magic. Yeah. I should be able to beat the boss without having to there it goes. I should be able to beat the boss without having to use any more potions or life or whatever. Oh, this stinks. I don't like this at all. 3 stabs, come on. I'm not close enough to the guy on the left to notice me or care. If I turn around, I'll probably start throwing knives at me again. Yeah, I don't really care about the XP. It's just not... I could keep farming, but I'm right here. So why would I want to do that? Right. Oh, I forgot which boss this was. I thought it was a different one. He's later in the game. So something I like about this. So it's widescreen, right? Another change you notice is that those doors come down and they don't require a key. But this boss in particular is such a pain because he goes off the screen. This, not just in his horse form, but as we'll see in a moment. Alright. I always thought like the horse face had like an extreme like frowny, like it's like, I'm an evil horse. But really I think it's just like the whatever, the bridle. Whatever. What goes in the horse's face? I don't know horse terms. Who's a little horsier than me? You know what I did do though, guys? I got my 3DS working again. Meant to mention that at the top of the show and I forgot. But all it took was a new charger. Who knew, right? All right. Okay. So this guy was a pain because he would go off the screen. Like you try and chase him, and you have to kind of like encourage him to come back and chase him back onto the screen again. Very, very frustrating. Yeah. Uh-oh. No, didn't make her. Do you still have that copy of Pitfall, though? I'd still love to take that off your hands, Satoshi. I think we were last talking about it on your previous Discord account. Something just happened to a friend of mine recently, like her Facebook account got hacked, so she lost 17 years of Facebook stuff, so that stinks. Alright. Oh, I should probably do that. See, I can do it. I just need to be more patient. Yeah, so as you can see, he'll run off the screen and out of bounds. Like he'll go behind that door, and then I can't follow him. Okay, yeah. So that was easy. I just gotta not, just gotta, just Karate Kid Part 2 it, Oh, your Facebook account also got hacked? I'm sorry to hear that. That stinks. Yeah, let's do magic so that things cost less. Another improvement that I like in this version, you can see how much your magic power is worth, not just have to kind of guess from the visual indicator, but then also how much each spell costs. Which I mean, you could in the original version too. But it's interesting, like which spells start going down in price. Like Protect never goes down. I think Jump goes down to as little as 8, or it's like some fraction, or 12. It's some fraction of, because 16 is as big as a single container. All right. So now that we've done all this, we're gonna go hunt some things down and show some of the uniqueness and interesting new areas that this game has to offer. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to one of the new palaces. It's not really a palace. It looks like a palace on the map. Whoop. But it's not really a palace. You'll see what I mean. Chicken magic, back, we go. All right. So yeah, this whole screen is new and was added and designed around this chicken ability. I love this so much. It's so funny. It just every time. It's just so great. Like, and then fighting enemies as a chicken. The fact that because the fairy was defenseless, which isn't in and of itself a problem necessarily. And I guess I wouldn't say the fairy is bad, but this was just a great. If you're gonna make a change just to make a change, just for funsies, it was unnecessary, but it's so welcome. I love it so much. Now there's also, somewhere in here, there's also a magic potion piece, and it moves. It's not where it was in the original game, but it's also not where it was in my previous save, which is like really throwing me off. So there's a little bit of randomization that exists in the game already, although there's, oh, I can't do it, farts. And the shallow water you can walk on, and these sprites of the knocked over crosses are also new in this version. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep hunting around for it, because I really want it. I love how, like, the way the randomization of these enemies on the overworld goes is that, like, if you're trying to avoid them, you kind of can't, but then if you're also trying to run into them to either farm them or to get them to help you skip an event tile, you can't seem to get them to collide with you either. It's just so funny to me. Well, what I was going to show you is you can turn on randomization. Oh, maybe you have to do it. Oh, you have to do it at the start screen. That's what it was. So when you start the game, you can randomize, but not in the middle of it. And as you can see too, there's some small tile changes, like these little like these road tiles that seem like they're a little broken maybe, or this is a good place to farm for experience too, if that's your jam. There it is. This is not where it was. Oh, I thought it was I don't mind that it's health. Ooh, I might mind a little bit. I might die. Now that I know where it is, I can go back for it. All right. There she is. Oh, dang it. What are the chances that I die trying to get through here? Pretty good, I'd say. Especially like right at the edge here where maybe... Ah! Did I die though? Oh, it didn't count. Oh, Jeez. All right. This lady's new too. She's also in every town. It's a way to save the game. It saves your experience level. I don't think it counts as a death on the counter on the main screen. And I'm on heal already. And then that's also where you restart when you die if you're not in a temple. So very, very helpful. Small quality of life adjustments. Ah, dang it! I didn't press select to heal. I like that trick. We'll do it again because I didn't get a full heal off of that. All right, here we go. There we go. And then because she'll fill your health infinitely. Yeah. All right. Take note of this interesting little place here. Take note of it. We'll be coming back here. Okay. We need to go get that heart container. Ow. Dirt. I don't even really need to heal right just yet. Not just yet. There we go. Oh, for the love of Pete. Yeah, it was those, Ow! It was these fire guys that scared me. It's like, oh, they're gonna really cramp my style. Oh, this reminds me of something else I should show you guys. Okay. Oh, no! You can't read this one. Dang it. Okay. Alright. Okay, King's Tomb. Remember King's Tomb? It's like, man, feels like we should be able to do something at King's Tomb, right? Oh man. Oh, there's something to do at King's Tomb! Can't do it right now. Well, we won't get to it tonight. We won't be able to. So keep watching, guys. Okay. Alright, I don't think I got this yet either. I think I did on my other save, but not this one. Because I believe I rushed right to that town. What was the name of that town? Is that Mito? Feels like that's right. It's Rauru, Ruto, Saria, Mito. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, I probably shouldn't have healed because I could have just gotten that. Oh, and I got a 6th slot. Awesome. If you noticed before too, like the candle will do like a halfway light if you have it. So you can kind of see things a little bit better. They can see outlines of certain enemies. Like the original game was just pitch black and you can see them a little bit running over the tiles and stuff, which you still can in this version. But this version also adds, excuse me, this like half light thing where you don't have to light these torches and you can just continue on and see like a little outline of the guys. I like that effect. It's nice. Again, not sure if the NES could have handled that because it depends on the color palettes available and whatnot. But, what are you guys saying in the chat? I haven't been keeping up here. How to figure out my 3DS charger? Those crosses are tiles, not sprites. Okay, fair enough, but they're stored in memory the same way, basically, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, the 3DS charger. So, local game store had some 3DSs for 170 bucks. Pretty reasonable, right? But, you know, the problem I've been having with the 3DS... we're going to go back to the first palace, by the way, so that we can start discussing some of the differences here and get something. So a couple years back, I was panicked about my 3DS. It doesn't charge fast, and it doesn't stay charged very long, and like it charges so badly when I'm playing it that it can't keep up with the drain on the battery as it's charging. So like there's basically one of two things wrong with it. There's something wrong with the 3DS itself and the charge port. There's a problem with the charger. I didn't have another charger to test this against, so I was like, all right, I'll just get a new 3DS because that'll definitely solve the problem, right? But 3DSs are hundreds of dollars now. Some of them are $1,000. It's ridiculous how much they cost. And so then, you know, the services shut down, the online services shut down, and I wasn't able, like, for a while I got to work a little bit, but ultimately, when it came down to it, my 3DS wouldn't stay charged long enough to connect to the store and like buy the last of the things I wanted to get, or get like Pokemon box and stuff, which is free. So that was very frustrating that I really couldn't take advantage of that. But so last year maybe, I just kind of gave up. I left it plugged in, you know. So I saw this 3DS at the game store, and I'm like, that's a really good price. And I can get one that looks like the one I have, which isn't really a necessity. Actually, I'd like to get a new 3DS, if I could, to be perfectly honest. But if I have no other options, which I really don't, not for a reasonable price anyway, then I'm just gonna get one like the one I have, or I can get a blue one too. So specifically, it's a 3DS XL that I have. Okay, I'll have to come back to that story in a second because we're gonna hit this. So if you went here, you saw in the first stream I went here and I fell through the floor and you end up outside the palace. But you need to come back here after you get the candle, and I forgot. And so the way through this is to light all these torches, but that's very difficult to do with torchlight stab because of the floor. So I'm just gonna turn that on for a second, and we're gonna just do it this way. Is it cheating? I don't care. Whatever. There we go. So get one of these guys. Oh, he doesn't even hurt you. You don't have to jump away from him. He throws fire, and the fire hurts you, but like touching him doesn't hurt you. Oh, that's good to know. Much easier battle too now that I'm like level 5 on my sword there. If you just want to leave, we can just bounce out like this. No big deal. There we go. So it doesn't turn to stone. Yeah, I've gotten everything, as far as I'm aware, in this palace. Like, it all looks empty to me. It wouldn't show you items anyway, I don't think. There might be something later that might let you do that. Oh, I love this because it's widescreen. You can see things off in the distance. We're going there, by the way. That's where we're going next. Well, well, on our way. We'll get there eventually. Okay, so back to the 3DS story. So I'm like, all right, I can't really justify spending 170 bucks on myself, and I can't ask anyone to spend that much for me around Christmas. Like, it doesn't seem reasonable. So I'm like, all right, what's the next best thing I can do? I can buy a charger, and I think I looked into this before, and at least at the time, there weren't a lot of good options left. Like, they were all first party, and they were pretty pricey too. But still less than the cost of a 3DS. So I'm like, whatever the price is, if it's like 30 bucks, I'll pay that. And like, worst case scenario, I have a charger I don't need, but I'll have a spare. You know, something like that. So there was a third party one, and I don't remember the brand name, I'm sorry. The box is smushed and close by, but not close enough for me to go get it. $10 off of Amazon. Plugged it in, and like right away I could tell a difference. The connection to the port was very tight, and then secondarily, and more importantly, my charge light wasn't blinking. So that kind of led me to believe originally that blinking light was a problem with the port itself. Oops, I gotta turn my auto fire back off. Just a personal preference. You don't have to do it that way. That's just how I like to do it. Ooh, we can show you some of the warping too. They added some warping to this game. But yeah, my charge light would blink at me, and that's that's the reason why it couldn't charge, because there wasn't a constant electrical connection, right? So then if I had something with the port or with the charger itself was wrong. And finally, I got this, and I didn't have a problem. I like jiggled it a little bit. It really wouldn't move. It didn't affect the charging. Once it had enough power to stay. All right, check out this torch here. If you go to a town, that's where the warping is. And this was a house in the original game, and this kid was in it. But now he's in this underground cavern, and I can go wherever I want to. And I'm going to go to Ruto right now, which is to the left. That's Mito. That's where I was. Ruto. That's where I'm going. So yeah, all the towns on the western half of Hyrule are connected through this underground cavern. Very, very nice little thing. I thought maybe they might use the whistle that you get later on to warp, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't turn out that way. Ooh, is this where I want to go? It is not. Oh, that's error though. Does he have anything to tell me yet? Because I think I talked to the guy who... Yep, south of King's Tomb in Mito is a tunnel. Well, I already figured that out. Error, but thanks, buddy. Yeah, maybe it's bent. Yeah, maybe it is bent. The contacts in the charger could be bent. So I could try and fix it, but it does feel very loose. So I'm gonna do that. But long story short, I was able to turn on the 3DS after a while, and it remained charging as I was able to play. The red light didn't come back and start flashing at me like it would before. By the next morning, it was probably well before that, but the next morning it was fully charged. Charging light was off, the blue light was on. I left it on to charge as a kind of experiment. And it's been, here it is. This is also the house I wanted to go to. It's been in standby mode for almost a week now. I didn't really get a chance to play it, so I'm sure that it's still full battery. I keep canceling my system update request. I don't want it to happen, man, but yeah, it's still full bars. So I knew it wasn't the battery itself. That was the first thing I actually did, was I bought a new battery. And I streamed that a couple years ago. 3 years ago, maybe now? I have 3 batteries now, my original and 2 replacements that I got. I thought like it can't be that I thought that the 3DS itself had destroyed the second battery, so I got a third one. But all 3 of them are fine, because I think I put an old one back in, it was still fully charged. Absolutely ridiculous. So, anyway. Alright, we were here before, but we didn't finish because we didn't have all the abilities we needed to get through here completely. Alright, let's get this. Do I need jump? I don't think I need it. Yeah, there we go. You need the down stab to get through here, as you will soon see. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Alright. If you think that's something, ultimately there's a place where you have to do that to get through here. And this like pinkish color, I'm almost positive the NES couldn't do. So they're throwing it in here because it's nice, but there's one of these guys too. All right, can't forget about him. We'll come back for that guy. Too many projectiles and enemies. Oof. Criminy. All right, so this little quest we're doing is optional, but it's neat. It's neat and I like it. Oh, I forgot to talk to her, but there's a fairy in one of the towns that's like, hey, save my friend in the North Ruto Mountains. That's what we're doing. We're saving a fairy's friend right now. Oh, hello. It's just a random little glitchy guy glitching out. Do I have enough jump to get up there? I do. Fantastic. And I've explored this before. I don't think there's anything over there except for it's just a kind of neat little tile, background tile. Probably also don't need to go down here, but you know, what's it gonna hurt? What's a few hit points between friends? All right, and as I mentioned before, you can just walk across these single gaps. Alright. Do I go left first or up first? Can't remember. Ah. Nothing here except for this guy. Is there smoking? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing here. Hello, creeper dweeb. Nelson Cruz, am I the guy from the cable store? I don't know what that means. Is that a reference? I've been called Zach Braff. I've been called Dave Grohl. I've been called a lot of things. Tom, shoot, what's his name? I'm embarrassed, I can't remember his name now. I can turn this light on. Tom Green, there we go. Okay. Oh, I need jump though. Should have cast jump when I had the chance and save myself some, there we go. This is a fun little puzzle. Fully using the mechanics of the existing game. There was another version of this that they did to get to the the trophy for Ruto that was more like a Mega Man type puzzle, which I didn't really enjoy as much. They should have done it more like this. But this is fully within like the mechanics of the existing game, which I appreciate a lot more. Oh! Oh no! Dang it. I hit my head. I could become a chicken to prevent that problem, but I don't really need to. Alright, I got the red fairy, who is, she's a part of my inventory now. So that's one of the first new / optional items of the game to give you a different ability. Can you guess what she does for you? Do I have a chance to show you? Oh no, I wanted to get up there. Shoot, 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 shoot. Oh, it came all the way down. How embarrassing for me. Okay. I think I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get a chance to show you, I think. I just thought of a way to show you. How long does jump last? All magic lasts for the setup screens that you're on, for a scene. Like, a scene can be multiple screens long, and a screen would be like the 1x1 grid that you can see. And there could be like 1 or 2 or more of those in a scene. And then you can tell because it's continuous between them. And then like once you exit a scene, that's when your magic spells all wear off. Because you can stack all of these if you want to, if you have enough magic to cast them. But as soon as you leave the scene, it's done, so. Okay, oh, this wasn't where I thought I was. I saw another remake or like update someone had done to Zelda where they turned jump into a double jump. Ah, I didn't cast jump again. See, so like I said, I left the scene and then jump went away. That's very frustrating. Did you just assume the fairy's gender? I don't know, man. I gotta imagine that there's dude fairies, but you never know. Maybe they're monosex. You never know. You never know. It's like the Asari, right? But they still use female pronouns just because like other species across the galaxy look similar. I don't know. In their own language, I'm sure that there's no difference. Why can't I? I'm having a hard time redirecting in the air right there. I think I'm pressing down by accident, and it's stopping me from redirecting in the air, which is an important mechanic that'll come up later. I don't think we're gonna get that today though. All right, so we're gonna come back down here. We're gonna cast jump once, and if I want to use chicken, which costs a bit less than the original fairy, I think. If I want to use chicken, I can use that to like gracefully float down to the tops of these columns, which I will not do because I do not need that kind of help. Or do I? You be the judge. Alright. Oh! I almost didn't make it. I almost missed him. Alright. So I can show you what the fairy does. Okay, so that, just in case we weren't paying attention before, this was a new area. You could see them walking along the coast there, which you could do from the start of the game. It's like, oh my gosh, new area! Oh my gosh, what's that for? Alright, this is what the fairy does for you. So as long as you have health, she'll bring you back to where you were. Now, I thought it just drained your health, but I noticed after getting her on my last save that my death counter was still going up quite a bit, and I think that she's more of a life spell. I mean, the actual life spell in this game is called Heal now, and I made a joke about it, but I think that she is the life spell now, because she's like a quick revive, kind of like your death counter still goes up as if you had fallen and you would have died in this game. But hold on, do I have enough for heal? I don't. Do I now? I still don't. I think that's fair, right? Like, she's just a shortcut to prevent being inconvenienced by a proper death, right? Like, your death counter won't go down, so you don't lose that. But, you know, you lose health, you don't have the benefit of getting your health and life restored, but your death counter still goes up on the main screen. I think that's fair. That's a good trade-off. So again, it's an optional ability, but especially when you get to the Great Palace, where he adds, Hoverbat adds some additional traps that weren't there before. Very, very good. Xanadu Remastered for PC. There's a Xanadu Remastered. Oh, also welcome AKX Media. I should check this out because we were playing that in October, and I really need to get back to that and play some more of it because I was really enjoying it. Why did I stop? I think just because I felt like I had to change gears, because I played this based. I played Xanadu based on finishing the original version of this. I'm talking to the wise man here because there's another little extra bit. Boulder Circle is second north. Okay. You may have noticed there he also gave me some MP power. Second is northeast. Okay. So yeah, this is also randomized from game to game. So I gotta write that down. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that today either. But, all right. Come on. I lost focus on the game and now, okay. No save states. That's fine. There's no save states on this either. And I'm doing okay. But yeah, I see your point. I really do rely on the save states a lot in that versus this game, because I'm not very good at this game. Sorry, not very good at that game. I'm decent at this game. This screen's also new, I think, and they showed the trophy restored to its rightful place, which is a nice touch, I think. All right, we're gonna heal. I think the save lady's over here too. No? Oh, she was on the other side? That's right. We shouldn't need her. Alright, so let's do the next thing that I was talking about. I mentioned the path up here, which you can go on, but now we've unlocked something with our ability. The shallow water thing is new too, to this version, which is kind of nice in a way, because it foreshadows a change to another item that you get in this game. I don't think there's anything here, but let's go on an island adventure. Adventure Island, if you will. I amuse myself. What do we got here? Ooh. Give myself an up thrust. Ah. This is very similar to the initial 50 bag screen on in the main area. Oh, come on. I have a good feel. Fine, whatever. Yeah, Zelda 2 is a lot more forgivable. I agree. Awesome. Well, thank you for subscribing. We have a lot of other, so you know, I only stream once a week, but we have a lot of stuff. We've been on this channel for 3 years, or is it just 2 years? I can't remember. We've been on this channel for a while, but before that, I was on the main Famicom Dojo channel streaming there for, I want to say, a year. So all those videos are available in playlists on this channel if you want to go looking for them. And we've played a whole bunch of games, you know, multiple parts. Like we finished entire games like the original Ninja Turtles, this game, the original of this game, the original Mega Man. We also finished. You know, realizing that I could do it, we almost got to the end of Chrono Trigger. And I got frustrated and quit because I was playing almost every week for nearly a year. And I think it really hurt the channel. So I'm giving that a little bit of a break. So it's been about a year, I think, since we played Chrono Trigger, but we'll get back to it. We also started playing, what have we played for 2 years? Oh, Maniac Mansion. I didn't realize it had been 2 years since I promised to get back to that. So Maniac Mansion was our most recent thing, and then I discovered this game and switched to it. But speaking of Maniac Mansion, I've been putting together a highlight reel of our quest to see if we can microwave a hamster. Which, being an NES game, I did not believe was possible. So suffice to say, without spoiling anything, that I have to record some more footage. I'm not going to stream the game to get this done. I'm going to grab Miles, and we're going to record a little bit extra, specifically for the highlight reel. You'll enjoy it. I'll mention this again at the end of the show, but we'll put up a draft of the first minute or so on Patreon for our extra credit subscribers, our Patreon supporters. All right, what's this? Oh, that's right. I can't do this yet. I mean, I can't get up there. I don't have the real fairy spell, right? But the real fairy spell, as far as I can tell, isn't in this game, and it's certainly not in the first quest. So that is not, I do not have the ability that I need just yet to get that guy. Oh, I died? Dang it. Oh! Oh no. I don't need that save state. I don't need her for anything. I still ended up back here. Oh, that's frustrating. How close was I to 2,500? I must have been close. Because what I read, because it's on Reddit, I think, what I read about the changes to this game were that when you die, you keep a quarter of your XP. So instead of getting like none, like down to 0. Because especially when you get to these higher levels, it's really hard to climb back up. So a bit forgiving. A bit. Have I played Earthbound? I played it. I was playing through it about 10 years ago. I haven't played it on the stream. I was watching the second half of the 5th season of Mad Men. Actually, sorry. I was watching all of Mad Men, and I think Breaking Bad at the time. Which one of them did that half season first? I can't remember, but I would like watch that show and play this game and play Earthbound kind of at the same time. And then I just stopped for no good reason. I think it's because I moved around that. It was 2013, so it was 10 years ago. I think it's because I moved. Sorry, the last thing we're gonna do is head over this way. Another little extra bit that I wanted to show you guys. Like, this is new. It's great. I love this. This is fantastic. All right, now is it this way? I think it's this way. Oh, it's not this way. We should go this way anyway, though, because there's something here. Yes. Can't go that way anymore. Oh, farts, come on. Let's do this. Let's go. There she is. Oh, come on. I can't slow down. I keep feeling like I have to like not miss that next jump, but I can't slow down. I gotta keep it rolling. Ah, yeah, that right there. So you gotta time it right. You gotta jump at the right moment, and not slow down. There we go. There we go. Got her. Ah, dang it. A little tough, but not too bad. Yeah, this is like time to be just at the edge of Link's jumping capabilities, just at the tippity tip. A little frustrating, just a bit, just a tad, just a wee bit. Fun to watch? No idea. Frustrating for me to do? Absolutely. What's Tor? A VPN? Oh. Satoshi, if someone's on a school laptop and they're probably on a public school, like high school or earlier laptop, please don't encourage them to break their school rules. Please? Please. Oh my god. On the other hand, please feel free to heckle me for sucking at this game. Good lord. Why did I push down? It's this Xbox controller, man. This D-pad is the worst. This is my favorite Xbox controller of all time, but that's not really saying much. It definitely wasn't meant for this. So I'm having a bit of a hard time right now. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh! Oh. Yeah, turning around and keeping my momentum is the most difficult part right there, because I can make this jump, not consistently, but enough to, all right. So then I have to like not go full speed up here, and then I have to, all right, and this part I hate. I gotta keep the speed, there we go. All right, and then there's a door here. Door? I've been waiting to make that joke for weeks, guys. That's a reference to earlier Pile of Shame live. Actually, this is a reference to almost 10 years ago when I did Pile of Shame as a not live stream, and I would just cut it down to the interesting bit, so you don't have to listen to me jabber on about 3DSs and whatnot. I love this. This reminds me so much of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom especially. So good. Oh. Just the art and the everything about it is just great. But it's still within the aesthetic of Zelda II, so I really appreciate that. Like, Hoverbat did a great job. This could easily have been like a Zelda 2 sucks and this is how I can make it better, where it's just more like a love letter to Zelda 2 instead. And that's just so great. This guy has a lot more hits than I remember. And I might die fighting him. This stinks. There he goes. Ow, he does hurt you. Well, got him. All right, how many do I have now? 5, okay. So that should make this very visually impressive. My children are home and they're being very loud. And we're almost done, so that works. Okay, so that's not what I meant to go, but I forgot that I hadn't gone there, so I'm glad we did. Little extra stuff, some different tile changes, differences in the levels in the curtains there. You can actually walk on these steps, and you have to jump up steps to get out, which is also a nice touch. Not to mention it's a widescreen, but that was like one of the first things we saw. Plus, you exit to the left, and you get this new area. Another example of how this game, oops. There we go. Another example of how this game really sets you in the differences right away, but also highlights the changes they made to how you enter and exit towns and temples and stuff. But also, did you notice that the beeping is less frequent? After the first 8 beeps, it only beeps intermittently after that, which is so welcome. It's so much less annoying. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. Something else that we can only do after getting this ability is to come down here. All right. I have enough for a jump. That's all I need. Oh! And I didn't have enough for the fairy to save me. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. I missed the jump, and then I couldn't make it back. That's even better. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you just walk off this. You don't jump that, because I've died enough times to know better. But what we got here, guys? What is this? What is this? Oh. All right, so clearly there are 12 of these we have to capture. And then what happens next? We didn't finish our raft adventure. Oh, that gives you a hint. Yeah, because I died because I'm weak. Oh no. All right, let's finish our raft adventure. All right. There's one other place we've seen this face before if you've watched the stream. There's one of these just like that, but a different color, inside like the temple, the church, basically, where you get the downstab, and that guy, the soldier that teaches you the ability is. Oh man, okay, I really need to wrap it up here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh. I can't believe I died on a raft adventure. Just like the Real Adventure Island, which I'm also terrible at, which we did also stream a bit of. How much did we do? I didn't beat that game, did I? How much did we stream of? I have to go back and find out. I'm pretty sure I didn't beat it. Huh. Anyway, yeah, I'm terrible at that game too and really needed the save states. But I learned how to get an extra life. So that also reminds me of some videos I wanted to do. We also do scripted videos, and much shorter than live streams. They get a lot more views too. Until recently, until we started doing this. Did I get this one? Yeah, I got this one. These last 2 videos have had a lot of views, which I really appreciate, so thank you. But also, it sort of blew my plans out of the water, no pun intended here, for what I wanted to do this month. And in the last half of last month, so we're doing this game now because that's what the people want. Got a lot of new subscribers, so if some of you watching now are here because of those games, thank you for coming back. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet and you've just been watching, you should subscribe now. Now's the time, because we got lots more cool things coming. I mentioned our Patreon is going to have a draft highlight video that I promised. But also when we do our regular scripted videos, that's what we're going to do is for the $1 Patreon subscribers, which is the lowest level, which is like nothing. $1 a month, that's nothing. But like if everyone watching wanted to contribute that much, we could do so much. And as a benefit, you guys get to see the videos before it comes out. And new benefit, starting last month really, well, or essentially the next time that we have a scripted video, is that everyone's name from now on, no matter what you give, everyone's name goes in the video credits from now on. Like if you care enough to support us, even for as little as $1 a month, like you deserve our thanks in that way. So that video I'm talking about with the one-ups, that's going to be one of them. I'm going to do one about, or a couple maybe, about Zelda II. Maybe 3 if I got to include this, about Zelda II. But we're also working on our SP editions of our original Famicom Dojo videos from 16 years ago, you guys. And those are so fun. There's already draft versions of those on Patreon you can check out, and that's the $2 a month plan. Like, if $1 is like nothing, $2 is next to nothing, right? Right. And you get so many more cool things. You can see everything back into the past of other streams that we've, not streams, other drafts and early videos and extra bloopers that we haven't released to other people at all yet. It's just for the Patreon supporters. Another temple. We'll have to come back to that at some point. Not today, obviously. Continuing our raft adventure to the islands. What does this look like to you? Feels like there should be a bowl of petunias next to him. What is this hut on a sandbar in the middle of nowhere? Is this Error's brother? Isn't the weather beautiful today? It is very nice. It's also nice in Wisconsin right now where we're having a false spring right now. It's great. All the snow melted. I had to pick up all the dog poop before I forgot where it was. But yeah, this looks like a whale. In fact, they get referred to as Whale Island later on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely have to come back to that guy. We're not going to forget about him. Anything here? I don't think so. Okay. So, that's neat. Like, it's neat, right? It's a little extra thing that we got. Like, a second use for the raft. I really appreciate that, but possibly even more so is this bit. I promised we'd come back to this, right? Like I told you to remember this place. Boom, this door is open now. This place was always here. I wasn't sure until I actually literally just checked it right now. But yeah, so now we can go back. We can sort of warp back across if we want to. Cool. And now that we're back here, we can continue on with the 4th palace. Actually, you know what? Let's do that much together, shall we? It feels like if we're going to use the raft in one spot, it's only appropriate to use it for its main intended purpose. The only purpose from the original game. Oh, yes. We are now in Eastern Hyrule, where the enemies are harder, and these require fire to defeat. Otherwise armored. Not so great, eh? Oh boy. These guys, which we got to a bit. So it's kind of neat that like we got to the Eastern Hyrule areas and these on our island adventure, and those guys were there once we got to the eastern half of things, or close to the eastern half of things. Yeah, we must have been like those northern. Yeah, it crossed all the way across and then just warped us back to Western Hyrule. But yeah, I think that there's other things in the desert. Oh yeah. Over here. Let's look over here. I can't get to that little island yet. So frustrating. There's lots to do here. We're gonna have plenty of fun next time we stream. Oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. Let's just get into town here and save, and then we'll have to continue later. But like, I really want the upthrust. You know, I don't want to do anything else but get the upthrust. With boots, I could walk on water. So I've seen him in the fountain, and I don't know if that's a reaction to me getting the boots. Like, he sees me walk on water, so he's like, maybe I can do it too, and he just like stands in the fountain. I don't know, it's like a small little detail. It's like, was he always in the fountain and he wasn't. All right, what does she need? Help, the fountains have dried up. Okay, originally, she just wants a glass of water. And you walk to the fountain to your left here, and you just get her some water and come back and like, boom, you're done. No, no, no. No, no, there is more to do here. I think it's through this door, actually. No, it's not. Oh, you buy it. This is where you buy the map. I'm not ready for this. Yeah, I'll buy your map, lady. You don't have enough pee. Never been told that before. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. There's an old well backside of town. So that is, you can see that there's no water coming out of these wells. Very nice attention to detail. Love it. That's how I get through it. Oh, there's this guy. Nothing. 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 You are persistent. Find heart over ocean. Yeah, I know where that is. Okay. Oh, I know how to get that. Let's do that, and then we'll save, and then we'll be done. There we go. This is the same trick that you do to get the down thrust. All right, and then we're pretty darn close to our next level up, which we'll do next time. Come in and tell me your story. So we're in Eastern Hyrule. Everyone has different dialogue for this now. Amazing, I'll never forget that. It's very straightforward before. It's like, I'll record your adventure. Your adventure has been recorded. Like, yeah, very obviously a save state. But, all right. I'm gonna close this down, which I can't do the transition so cleanly this way, but, thank you all so much for watching. Like I mentioned, please visit patreon.com/Famicom Dojo to support us and all the cool things we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna drop that link in the chat here. Famicom Dojo. Also, if you want to talk about this game some more with us or see any of the other cool things that we're doing, please join our Discord. I'm going to drop a link for that. Just a moment here. Copy link. Yeah, they changed this. There we go. And boom. Awesome. I think we're doing this next week too. And then that might be all we have time for the rest of the year. I think it's a good way to close out though. I'll try and do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to though. Yeah, the week of Christmas is going to be rough. Well, wait a minute. How many more weeks do we have? Is it next week and the week after? Yeah, we got 2 more weeks. So 2 more weeks. And maybe we'll take a break from this and do something different. Do a producer's pick. Like I mentioned, please think about supporting us. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our previous streams for this game, other games. Check out our main Famicom Dojo channel, which has all kinds of great stuff. We're going to be putting more on. 2024 is going to be a big year, and you can be a part of it. Literally, you can have your name in the videos. So thank you again, and if you have any suggestions for what we should play, I'm always taking suggestions, but I will literally have no choice but to take them if you're a producer and vote over on Patreon. But I guess, yeah, until next time then, the dojo is walking on water to your heart. Yeah, the chicken and walking on water didn't work together anyway. All right. Embarrassingly, the transition isn't coming up. Famicom Dojo.